the other day, or on Sunday, because she had like a burgeoning ear infection that we wanted to nip in the bud before it got bad. And so, packing their ears is literally, they pack their ears with like a bunch of meds that like wear down over time. So like it's a bunch of sticky, nasty gunk that they put in your ears, and basically it breaks down over a period of time. And by the time it's done, you're all better.
That just being carefully.
Even though I will have to like clean her ears out at the end, which is totally fine. But unfortunately, Chloe went deaf because I guess they like packed her ear so thoroughly, or she was having a reaction to it or something. So she went temporarily deaf for a bit, and I was really worried because it was like she was super deaf. Like someone rang the doorbell and she had no reaction. But she's all good now. 2 Scorchers? Yeah, that's gonna be a no thanks for me, dog. I would rather not. These squirrels. Aha! Yo! Squirrel bone, you got it. We got him. Oh, I need rats. Oh, I need rats. I don't need squirrels anymore. Whoops. Sorry, squirrel. I didn't realize that it saved that. How do I feel about the upcoming orc game? I'm actually super excited for that. The blood, like Shuda's Blood and Teeth, I think it's called, or whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm really excited for that game. It looks like it's gonna be just stupid fun. The art style looks really like the art style is like really attractive. Like it just looks super fun. What orc game? There's an orc game that they announced at the Skull Showcase, and it's basically Metal Slug, but you play as the orcs against everybody else, and it looks hilarious. The side scroller, yes. We got all the animal figurines! Okay, now we just need this blue gleam patch over here. I'm trying to think where I can find rats here. I think there are rats... Yeah, man, you get those beats. There's actually a really nice harmony in that. Yeah, it's 2022. Yeah, it's called Shuda's Blood and Teeth. Teeth. Speaking of orcs, did y'all see the leak that of the orcs for 40K are getting like almost an entire new range on top of the beast snagas? Like they're releasing basic orc boys. There was a lot of yeah, you're right. There are a lot of rats in Deep Den. Yeah, there were a lot of rats in Deep Den. Or Great Catch. No, Deep Den? Was it? I think it was Deep Den. In here. Or maybe it was Great Catch. Was it in the dam or the ruins? I think it was in the ruins, right? Where it was just like swarming with them. Yeah, I think it's the ruins. Didn't we know that already? We knew they were getting more models, but we didn't know what they were gonna be. I used to study music. I did. I was a music performance major for 2 years, and then I was a music education major for another pretty much 2 years. So I was very educated in music. Could I teach you about music? Probably. I mean, it's been a while. I'll be honest. I mean, it's been a decade since I've last really did much regarding music. No, not quite a decade. It's been like 7 years since I last played like my instruments and stuff. I could teach you how to read music. Your friend just got his master's in music. Very nice. Where did he study at? Okay, I don't think there's any rats down here. Floor up. Well, you know what? We'll deal with the rats later. It's not that important. We'll deal with them later. Okay, I think we're totally done in this area. Yeah, we've gotten everything. We have all the collectibles. We've done all of the quests. Yep. So let's go finish this. Why is that considered a side quest? Oh, because it's the DLC. Derp. Alright, let's boogie. Time to challenge our attack. But I want to try and find the lady with the dies, if we can, first. But I want to challenge our attack yet. I want to find... Oh, new side quest. Real quick, let's talk to a blue gleam merchant. I think I can get a new weapon. Yes, I can! Oh, the power shot bow. Yo! And then the champion bow. I still need badger skin to get the Werak chieftain armor. Because I really like that armor set. This is... The Banuk champion bow is better than the... It's better than the one I got from the Hunter's challenges, right? This is the best one? Is that correct? It's the best bow in the game? Only if you overcharge your shots? Well, I try to do that. Alright, we have all the bows. Alright, so we need to move around some goodies. Need to sell some of these. So this is the power shot bow. We want this thing to hit like an angry god. I should do a modded Skyrim run? What? I'm gonna sell some of these weapons. So they're just eating up a lot of slots. What? Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. No, you stay there. You stay. you. I don't need these anymore. And you. Okay. There we go. There's a lot of fun Warhammer Fantasy mods recently for Skyrim. Really? I may have to check that out. Get rid of some crappier stuff that I have. Man, I wish there was a way to make it where it was by, like, what it can do. If there's one thing I wish they would add to this game, it would be, like, a button that just sells stuff that can only be used to get shards and leave everything else. Because, like, that stuff's useless, right? Like, it just takes up space in your inventory until you sell it. Okay, and then we got a couple of new weapon mods. This one's 37. Wow, holy crap. Yeah, that one's amazing. Ooh, yeah. Jesus. Okay. I don't think I need handling. This one. No. Okay. Cool beans. Who would win, Grimgor or Tarux with his weakness? That's really hard. I honestly think Tarux could take Grimgor.
Help me out.
But I don't know. That stuff's like virtually impossible to predict. It really feels like you get to a point where you're just dealing with like personal opinion, how you think things would hang out. I could see Grimgor absolutely defeating Tarux, but I could also see Tarux cutting down Grimgor, just depending on how a few little things went.
One accepts failure. There's nothing in between.
Shop, bro.
What can I do for you, Bergrand?
Bergrand.
Poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So, I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
What do you mean they couldn't harvest parts?
Not uncommon with Banuk. That's shaman's work, you see. The hunters take down the machines. The shamans slice them up. No shaman with these 3. Just 2 youngsters sniping at each other. And that big fella standing there smiling.
Does Targus have a breath weapon?
Don't usually
Not traditionally.
hunt without a shaman. What's the story with these 3?
They weren't telling. But hammer to steel. It's not a happy story. Whatever.
Could something melt Tarux? No. Melting Tarux would not be the way to deal with him. He's basically got, like... Dealing with corn via fire is usually not what you want to do.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
Interesting.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about two things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
Yeah, dude, yeah, I saw the comment CA made about Norsko, which is really funny.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap maw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Okay, the Hunters 3. Does anybody know where the... Oh, the pigment collector. There she is. Never mind.
So much for being careful.
Oh, you're fine. Pigment collector! Collector! I'm a-coming. I'm a-coming. Where is she? Oh. There we go. No, pigment. Like paint. Oh, she's like way up here.
What does the Outlander want? I'm looking for Skuli. You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
Sakuli. You really like hanging out up way up in the boonies, huh?
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Araya said you two were friends. I paint about what I feel now, not the way things used to be. Araya understood. Most
Artists do tend to be a sad bunch.
Exiled if she hadn't had Aratak take me into their werak. The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door. Do the machines listen to the call? I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving. These pigments you want. Where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
Look what I have. All of them.
Would you look at that? Nora girl, you've bought me all I need. Do you always travel with your pockets full of paint stuffs?
Honestly, Sakuli, I go around filling my pockets with most of everything.
Stop. I'm beginning to like you. I work alone, but come back around later, and I'll have something for you then.
Dude.
That's me. Maybe it's a machine rider who
Whoa.
looks like you. Where's she going?
That looks
You tell me.
awesome.
To ruins or mountains, through flood or
That was
thaw,
very fast.
past, future, destiny. But I don't think she's scared of any of it. You helped me. Inspired me. And the people of the Cut. Let this be inspiration for you, wherever you may run.
Once the Werak gets a glimpse at Sakuli's mural, word will get around about how I helped her. So that's it. Nothing more I can do to get people talking. Time to throw my spear at Artok's feet.
I wish I could ride whatever that is. Looks like I'm riding like something with like a big tail and stuff. Very cool beastie. It's like you just picked up someone else's commission. Well, well. Okay. Let's do some boxes here. Ooh! Survivor's outfit weave. Nice. Oh, painted weapon coil. Oh, we just got some goodies. Yo, yo, yo. Let me see that. Let me see that. Modified weapons. Improved storm slinger. It's shock, fire, and fire. What do I have that does shock and fire? Well, I guess this thing. Feels like the best place to put it. I mean, honestly. But that's 51 shock, dude. I'm gonna put it on here. And then we got an outfit weave. Yeah, there it is. Resist freeze and melee attacks. Nice, look at that. We've got all top tier. Wow, we've got 54% resistance to freeze. What's our armor set? Dude, look at that armor. 20% resistance to shooting, 40% resistance to melee, 94% resistance to fire, and 67% resistance to frost. And all three slots are supers. Beautiful. Whoa. Okay.
Breath is ice. Before I even breathe out.
Oh, what? Do I even need to dodge fire? Probably, because usually the fire is being delivered by, you know, a multi-ton monster behind it, but... Okay, I've unlocked all the weapons. I can't unlock any of the armor, because I don't have enough blue gleam. Spent it all on weapons. Oh wait, I think I can get the unique blue gleam chests. Yeah, here we go. So, what's the most expensive boxes? The Banuk Glacier box. Okay, let's grab that. There we go. That is the most expensive box. It had a... Wait. Is that it? Which one was it? Was it this one? 37% damage? I mean, it's not bad, but I was expecting something a little bit more exciting, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. 4 blue gleam for that. Alright, anyway, let's challenge Aratak. It did say it was unreliable, but you can only buy one of that. I thought it had like a guaranteed item. Nope. Alright, Aratak, let's dance.
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments. Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes. And apparently this is the only way I'll get to see all of it.
Is this a challenge?
It is.
For the Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak.
Hey, Araya.
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister? This is a little more complicated than I thought.
Oh, they're siblings?
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. I suppose you do.
Interesting. So,
So
Shears.
why didn't you tell me
Man,
that you
they're
and
actual
Aratak are
siblings.
siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. Not always the best judge of
People.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
In the lore, Scarbrand dealing damage to Khorne is a big deal, but even if he was killed by like all the gods' personifications of winds and all the other chaos gods together when you come back immediately, like all the demons in the warp. So, Vigario, the thing about the chaos gods, presumably, is that if they are killed, what you're destroying is not that emotion's existence within the realm of chaos. You are destroying the conglomeration and sentient creature that has been birthed from that has a history and a personality and a mind. So if you were to kill one of the dark gods, Khorne for example, which would be a unspeakably impressive feat, if you killed Khorne, he himself would not come back. If you shattered and destroyed a dark god, the components that comprise his existence would it basically be like taking a giant mural made out of glass and slamming it onto a rock, and it shatters, right? It shatters into billions of little fragments. Technically, a lot of those, nearly all of the fragments may well still exist in some form, but the whole piece, the way the completed work is gone forever. It's totally wiped out. All of those pieces may still be around and may take other forms or may manifest in other ways, but the sentience behind it, the direction behind it is gone. If you were to kill one of the dark gods, they would be dead, functionally. All of their influence over the realm of chaos, all of their minions, many elements, their kingdom, many things would collapse, and it would probably be a apoplectic explosion. But they would not